Most sports talking heads make predictions, then hope you forget about how wrong they were. But not Mackie and Judd.
Write this down.
This is the big leagues, where we own our terrible predictions.
Write that down.
And keep track of each other's batting averages. It's Write That Down.
Write it down. You like writing things down?
With Mackie and Judd.
Yep. That's right. This is the most innovative segment in all of sports talk here. The most transparent segment, sometimes the most embarrassing segment. This is where we admit that we were wrong on a weekly basis. Write that down and an accountability session. We've been doing this for, 6 years on Mackie and Judd. We have official stats going back to 2018. Judd is the reigning, defending batting champion. Yes. He's also going for the completion percentage championship. Still on Purple Daily. Write that down. Here's how it works. 3 predictions from everybody each week. They must be quantifiable. We keep track of batting averages and home runs. Listeners, if you guys want to participate, like our friend Santi is about to, you can send us a message through the Score North app. There's a feedback tab, and we'll get you scheduled for some date in the future. So, are you guys ready here? We got a new GM. Vikings have a new GM. Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah.
I got some predictions about that.
Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's get to the accountability session first here, which is presented by our friends at Federated Mutual Insurance Company. They're all about maximizing the success of your business, minimizing the risk. It's like having a great offensive line for your business. You sleep better at night, and you can just make sure that you are better protected. Find out more about all the resources and people that you can get access to at federatedinsurance.com. And remember, at Federated, it's our business to protect yours. We'll start with Judd. A little bit of a rough week for you.
Yeah, you know what? Early season struggles. I'm going to put them in the past.
You said the new GM of the Vikings will be Spytek. John Spytek.
I'm here to run the Vikings. I'm sorry, sir. You didn't get the job, but I'm running the Vikings now.
That's your Spytek impression.
That's my Spytek. That's my Spytek.
And his rebuttal.
My Spytek voice.
Spytek must have been kind of a dud in some of these interviews, huh?
Listen, boys.
All right. You also said by next year's Royal Rumble, meaning this year's Royal Rumble, the WWE would bring back Donald Trump for a storyline of some kind. Well, the Rumble's on Sunday.
Oh, wow.
And barring some last-minute thing here, I think
just will not tolerate that.
Which part?
It wouldn't shock me.
All of it.
All right. All right. I said the Bills and the Rams would both pull road upsets this weekend. What a bad beat. 13 seconds. All you had to do was hold off the Chiefs for 13 seconds.
Yep.
Oh. Tough game.
I said the Wolves would not lose a game in the last week. I did say the Wolves would finally move above 500 between last week, and this week's Write That Down, which did happen. And I need a ruling on this one.
All right.
I said A-Rod, sometime during the upcoming season, would bring a notable female public figure to a Wolves game.
Okay.
So Kat Padgett is the blonde woman that he went to the Packers game with, and then they also went to the Wolves game together on Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
She is a national fitness competitor, and she has about 10,000 followers on Instagram. Is she a notable female public figure?
Declan,
I'm gonna lean no. I mean, just in a Google search of her here, all of it is who is Kate Padgett and why is she with Alex Rodriguez? Like, who is she? So I wouldn't call her a known public figure. She's definitely not a nobody like you and I and Judd. But
the word notable and public figure.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What was in your heart, Phil? What was in your heart? Let's look
like
deep
my
into your heart.
My heart was that he was going to bring some blonde gal to a game. I should have just said that.
Yeah, should have just said that.
A-Rod will show up with a blonde
With
on his
a blonde.
arm to a Timberwolves game.
Okay. So
I
this
can go both ways here. So,
do tell.
Well, 10,000 followers on IG is pretty damn good, right?
She probably gained a bunch because of all this stuff, though. I checked last night.
Now I'm going, okay, then probably not. No, sorry.
I'm going to go no,
I
man,
thought you were
sorry.
saying she had 10,000 going into the Packers-Wolves weekend.
I think she had 5,000.
Go from the Packers game to a Wolves game. It'd be like Lambeau to Target Center. I don't know about
That's
that.
exactly what it would be like. Yes.
I'm not sure about that call.
Okay, so we're leaving this one on the board. I don't get the notable female public figure here.
No.
Okay.
On the board.
All right, listeners said, Dustin said, at least two of these things will happen. Bengals over Titans, Packers over Niners, nope. Bucks over Rams, nope. Bills over Chiefs, nope.
Oh, wow.
He got one of them. He got the first one. He was feeling pretty good. He just needed one more, and then they did not go his way. And then Doogie said Brandon Brown will be the next Vikings GM. Now, didn't he speculate that maybe they could bring a Brandon Brown over in an elevated role of some kind?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes. As Kwesi's right-hand man.
Okay.
That's the speculation. But it's still not the GM, so he's
All
wrong.
right, nice little week for Declan. You said Jalen Noel will drop at least 20 points in a game. That didn't happen, but this is a home run here. 3-item parlay. The Wild will win at least 2 games this week. Kaprizov will register at least 3 points, which he did. And Kakkonen will have at least 35 saves in a game, all in the last week. And he did. In one of the games, he had exactly 35 saves.
Yeah, I was tracking. I was alone on Friday night. That'll shock you. But I was tracking that, and it literally had to go down to the last second. But he did it. He got it. Nice little home run.
Nice work. Nice work. And then you said the Timberwolves will climb above 500 at some point in the month of January. And they did. So with that, here are the 2022 stats so far. Judd, 500 with 1 home run. Both Declan and I at 333 with 1 home run. Listeners not on the board with any hits or home runs yet. It's early. We're not even through the first month. All-time stats, Judd, over 200 hits, 203 hits. We both have 16 home runs. Listeners have 19 home runs, which leads all-time. Declan with 89 hits, closing in on career hit 100 and 9 home runs on the season. So, all right, boys, there you go. Those are your write that down accountabilities.
I like the power. All 3 of us with home runs already early in this write that down season.
Yeah, not messing around. Not messing around.
Not at all.
All right, let's get Santi in here. He is our guest listener predictor. He is he's hiding out in an empty classroom at the University of Minnesota here. So hopefully no one infiltrates. But what's going on, Santi?
Not much. Just hoping for what you are. I've been waiting here for like 45 minutes, just hoping no one comes in.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
They can wait. This is much more important than education. So, all right, here's how it works. We're going to go around the room 3 times. We'll start with Santi, over to Judd, Declan, and then back around to me. There's only one rule, really. Just they must be quantifiable. So, and put an end date on it if you can. So, Santi, what's your first prediction?
All right, write this down. A former professional athlete who consistently appears on Bally Sports North will get fired or quit before January 1st, 2023.
Do you have inside information? Like something coming?
I don't know. I feel like Mark Parrish might have some train wreck moment, and they'll just let him go.
Wow.
Okay.
That's oddly specific.
That's off the
record. I hope he doesn't, but
okay.
Yeah, that would suck.
That would be awesome. Could we pay Glenn Perkins to do something untoward on TV just for the write that down point?
Oh man.
I'll send a note to Glenn and
Skinny
see.
Glenn.
Write this down.
Skinny Glenn.
All right, Judd.
Right. Vikings officials. And this includes the new GM hire will use the words collaboration or inclusion no fewer than 5 times in the introductory press conference.
I have almost the same prediction.
No fewer than 5 times will we hear the words Dex collaboration or inclusion.
This is a home run, right? Like it's extremely specific.
It is, and I think we should. I probably shouldn't bail Judd out like this, but it should be some form of the word collaborate, right? Like you're saying collaboration.
Well, yeah.
If they use the word collaborate,
right? But if they use a word that is not that word, then I don't think it counts. So
but collaborate, collaboration, collaborative,
include, inclusion.
Well, include that's different.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Now we're getting really. Mm-hmm. We got to have like parameters on the exact words. We can't have like 5, 6 different words.
Well, no, some form of the word collaborate.
Yeah,
in some
that's fine.
form of the word inclusion.
Yep.
Inclusion is a much different word than include, because include could be
Right.
Yep.
We have a lot of things to accomplish,
Yeah.
including our offensive line
Okay,
still
yes,
sucks.
yes.
Our
Perfect.
quarterback
Okay.
is overpaid.
Okay.
All right, Declan. over
Okay.
to you.
I'm going to
Write
push a
this down.
couple predictions into the future here. I'll start with this one. The Wild will acquire Claude Giroux.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing for the fences here and say the Wild will acquire Claude Giroux. We'll put an end date after the NHL trade deadline for this, Phil. But Giroux is in Philadelphia. He's a UFA. The Flyers are a mess. They are just running back the old Wild plan from 2016. So not only is Mike Yeo and Chuck Fletcher running things, they just brought in, you'll be shocked by this, John Torchetti yesterday
Yeah, how about that?
to get on the staff. This is incredible. But Giroux is a UFA. He's 34 years old. They did just, actually, I just saw a report this morning. He would have to okay the trade because he's a no movement clause, and he's meeting with his agent to discuss his future plans by the All-Star break if he wants to waive that no trade clause. But I think the Wild are going to make a pull for him. He's a former captain. He's exactly what Bill Guerin would want. So the Wild will acquire Claude Giroux. Write that down.
I like it. Little reckless speculation and write that
Write
down
this
all in
down.
Absolutely.
one here. All right, I'm gonna unload my similar prediction to Judd here. I'm gonna focus just on Kwesi Adolfo-Mensa though.
Okay.
That he specifically will use the words, and again, some form of the words, collaborate and culture at least once each. So at least once of each of those words or a form of those words in his introductory press conference.
Okay.
Right, because I could see if Mark Wilf is up there, I could see him saying it was a very collaborative process.
Mark Wilf
to
is
get
gonna
to
spew that word out like 8 times.
But I
I'm
think
confident.
when Mensa gets up there specifically talking about what he wants to do with the organization,
Oh, he'll
he
use
will
it.
then use the word culture or some form of it, or collaborate or some form of it at least once each.
I like it.
Write it down. Okay.
I like
Write
it.
this down.
All right. Back over to Santi. Second
All right.
prediction.
This one pains me to say, but the Wild will lose in the second round of the playoffs to the Avalanche.
Oh,
Yeah, it's probably a fairly good prediction, actually.
I think it's a home run
It is.
because it's a parlay. You're predicting that they make the playoffs, which should happen.
Get past
that
the
they
first
will
round.
get past the first round, and that they will match up specifically with the Avalanche and lose. So it's like a 4-item parlay.
It is a home run.
It's a hat trick.
It's good stuff. There. Yeah.
Write that down.
Okay, Judd.
All right, I'm going to go Wild as well, but closer to the current time and say the Wild will win 3 of 4 games on their upcoming trip. They're going to play the Rangers, Islanders, Blackhawks, and Jets. They will win 3 of those 4 games.
Exactly 3 of 4.
Exactly 3 of 4.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Write that down.
that's good.
All right, my next prediction, I'll make a Timberwolves one. And help me out if I have to add to this because I'm not sure if this has been already spoken between you two. But I'll say the Timberwolves will not be in the play-in and they will be a 6th seed or better.
I feel like Phil
Wow.
might have had that.
I feel like one of you
that's
might
okay.
have. Yeah,
As long as we're not making the same prediction in the same week, then we can make the
it's
same
usually
prediction.
okay, right? Okay.
Yep, because times change. I just want to see
I
if
don't-
it's a home run
yeah.
or not.
I don't think that they'll get up to the 4th or 5th because like the Jazz even have like a 5-game lead between like the 4th seed and the 6th, 7th seed that are kind of all jumbled together right now. And even like the 5th seed has like distanced themselves a bit. But I'll say screw it. Forget the plan. Speak this into existence. Be locked into that 6th seed at least or better. But the Timberwolves will not be in the plan. They will be the 6th seed or better at the NBA playoffs.
Yeah, it's definitely not a home run, which is fine because they're a game and a half back of the 6th seed right now, and they're actually 2.5 back of the 5 seed right now. So they're closer to the 5 and the 6 seed than they are to like falling out of the play-in. But it's good. It also
would say-
requires them to maintain their level of play here, which is
Right.
above 500 basketball for like the second time in 17 years.
A home run would probably be like top 4 or better, obviously, right? Like
Yeah,
that would
if you said they would
definitely be a home
they
run.
would catch the Jazz, then I would say yeah. It's a good goal.
Not gonna
Got
hit
the
myself.
Got the Nuggets in a couple days. All right.
Write that down.
All right, I'm going to make a Wolves prediction here too. So write this down. They have a tough schedule coming up here. They play on Thursday night on national TV against the Golden State Warriors, and then I think I'm going to pull up their schedule. I think they play the Suns after that too. So this is a classic. Hey, they got back above 500 here. Now you got tough games coming up. Can you step up to back-to-back? This is the toughest back-to-back all year. At Golden State, at Phoenix. Thursday and Friday night. They will win at least one of those two games. And if they do, I think that shows you, all right, they're on a new level now. Those are probably the two best teams in the West. They play them on the road on a back-to-back. They are not favored at all in either one of them, but they will win one of those games against Golden State or Phoenix. Is that a home run?
No.
No, not one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you said both.
Oh, a sweep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but I think one of them's not.
I don't think so. It's a solid hit, but no, I don't think it's a home run.
Okay. Yeah, that is their toughest back-to-back. They do have another weird one in February where they play a back-to-back at Sacramento and then at Sacramento the next night.
I guess just to bait you for it to be a home run, if you were specific on one of the two wins, or if like you clarified they'd beat one of these opponents by X points or something to make it a home run.
I think
I'm just baiting them.
I think we're trying to force this one. I think it's just a nice hit.
No, it's Phil's call.
I think it's just a nice hit.
Why are you trying to protect me here,
Yeah.
Judd? Is this
I think
reverse
it's just a nice
psychology?
hit. I don't
This is
like
reverse
trying to
psychology.
torture. I don't like trying to torture predictions
I'm not torturing Phil.
into a home
This is
run.
the Wolves
I feel
Kool-Aid.
like he just made a nice, solid prediction, and we should move on.
You want me to say that they're going to beat Phoenix on Friday night. That's what you want me to say, isn't it? I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it as is.
I didn't
down.
think
You
you would
like
change
writing
it.
things down?
I didn't think you would change it. I thought you'd leave it. It's fine. It's good.
All right. Santi, he's probably got just 20 students knocking on the door to get into this empty
The lights are
classroom now.
still on.
Yeah.
That's the key thing.
Yeah, they haven't gone out yet. That's
Sit
true.
still and they'll go out.
That's some
Yeah.
ANSI adjunct professor. All right, Santi, your third and
Okay.
final prediction.
I got a 2-item parlay here.
Nice.
Kirk Cousins will be gone by the start of the 2022-2023 season. That's part A. Part B. The Vikings will be victorious the next time they play a Kirk Cousins-led team.
Ooh,
That's a great one.
interesting. Let's pull up because we know the Vikings' opponents, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
we know the opponents.
No Cleveland.
It could be, I guess it could be like 3 years until it
They
happens. in
Yes.
theory.
They don't get the Steelers again.
Don't we? Do we
No.
know the 17th game? Don't they decide that differently? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay. So they have 9 home opponents. Aren't they playing? Don't they play a London game next year? Or am I
Vikes?
making that up?
I
I
don't,
don't think the Vikes do. No.
believe so. Not that I've heard.
I might have just made that up.
No, I think you made it up.
All right, teams on this list. Are there any teams on this list that you could see Kirk playing for? I'm just going to roll them off. Stop me when I get to one. Home opponents: Bears, Lions. I could see him at some point back home in Michigan in a Lions uniform. Not-
Oh yeah, he's a
not
great.
this year, but I can see it.
Yes. At the end, fat.
Fat?
Kirk's gonna get fat. He'll be wrong.
No,
What
he's
is
not.
wrong with you?
I'm just telling you.
Why would
quarterbacks
you think
at
Kirk's
the end
gonna get
sometimes
fat?
get fat? It's gonna be. It'll be great. It'll just be sad. He'll be like a big ball
Sure.
of jelly back in the pocket getting hit. Just
I think
going.
Kirk is probably one of the least body fat quarterbacks in the NFL.
He's
Yeah.
very thin now.
He's a very nice jawline.
Fat someday.
Dallas, Green Bay, Giants, Cardinals, Jets, Patriots, Colts. I could see Colts.
Yeah. Colts can
I
make some
could
sense.
actually see a Wentz Cousins swap that I would not be thrilled with, but the Colts are looking to move on from Wentz.
I don't know about that. Yeah. Okay. Keep going.
Bears, Lions, Packers, Eagles.
Oh, he'd get
Maybe.
eaten up in Philadelphia, though.
I would
He's-
love to see it.
Oh my God, it'd be so ugly in Philadelphia. Those people would destroy him.
Back to Washington,
No.
No
Can't go back to
way.
Washington.
New Orleans, a Sean Payton.
New Orleans. New Orleans makes some sense, and they are going to be god
I
awful.
don't. With the
I don't.
money,
There's no way they could absorb his contract though, because they're
Yeah.
$60 million over the cap.
That's true. Okay.
Buffalo and Miami. I could see Miami,
Miami.
but Tua
he's not
is
gonna be
Kirk
in
that
Miami.
much of an upgrade over Tua
No.
for the money difference?
They have
He's
like
not going to mine.
80 million in cap space, so I wouldn't rule out Miami.
Would you trade Kirk for Tua?
Yes.
Why
I
not?
would too.
I'm not thrilled. I'm not thrilled by Tua, but the contract's nice.
Yeah, it's less about Tua, more about getting out from the
Carolina-
contract and having a bridge. quarterback.
Carolina, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Denver.
Yeah.
Those are my 4 choices.
Okay.
Reckless speculation.
Wow, look at that, Santi! You just gave us some fodder
That's
right
good,
there too.
Santi.
Great. So,
Checks in
well,
the mail.
since you've got this massive, gigantic, life-changing platform right
Mm-hmm.
now, Santi, is there anyone in your life you'd like to thank that brought you to this moment?
Yeah, sure. You know, In winters past, I would dread waking up in the morning and going out to my car and scraping the ice off the windshield. I'd always get a cold, irritating breeze, in uncomfortable places. Schoolboy's long underwear has changed
wow.
my life.
Oh, wow. What is one word, Santi, to describe how Chill Boys are making you feel right now?
I would say secure.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Yep. I've got some bamboo fabric on right now,
Yep.
and it is cozy. Let me tell you guys. Cozy is the word that I'm going to go with.
I got mine on too. Should I show him?
No.
Should I show
I'm
you?
good.
No?
We're
Okay.
all
No,
good.
I'm
We're
good
good.
on
I've
that.
got mine
Yeah,
on
we're
as
good.
well, and I'm staying seated.
Good on that. Yeah, chillboys.com is where you can find the most comfortable underwear on the planet. Minnesota-based company, but you can get them online. They care about one thing, your comfort. There it is. Santi,
Love it.
bring in the
Someone's
heat.
walking in. I gotta go.
Okay.
right.
Get out, Sante. Get out now.
Santi, see you, dude.
Thanks for having me on. Bye.
See ya. Bye.
That's awesome. That worked out
In
perfectly.
an empty classroom.
Timing was good for whoever walked in.
God.
Whoever just walked into a Chill Boys underwear
Yeah,
read
dude.
there.
Sante gave us a segment and a sponsor rep.
Yes, he did.
I have a
that's
I have a new
hilarious.
professional headshot that our friend Pat upstairs is taking from me. Should I just have the Chill Boys on underneath this nice shirt? Should I get the full body shot headshot?
Professional
Kinda
headshot,
fun.
you say, huh?
I think the Chill Boys are probably baggy on you. That's my guess.
No, not
Like
these
that-
ones.
Like your brother sent out that Under
The
Armour
Under-
shirt picture. It's supposed to be one of those
Compression shirts that he had in high school.
baggy
I think
t-shirt.
15 years old.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God, it's so great.
All right, Judd, back to you. Your third and final prediction.
All right, I'm going to stay on the wild theme and on this road trip. Write this down. Kirill Kaprizov will score 3 or more goals on this trip. So they're going to play 4 games. They're going to play 2 in the greater New York metropolitan area and then Chicago. Those are all spots where Kirill Kaprizov's going to want to make a mark. So I'm going to say 3 or more goals on this 4-game trip.
Yeah, he's definitely clicking. He's clicking.
Write this down.
Like it.
Fire.
All right.
All right, a Royal Rumble prediction for me. Royal Rumble this weekend, Phil. Even though we're kind of disgusted by the WWE's lack of creativity over the last year or so, it is Royal Rumble time. I'll still tune into the Rumble probably after the AFC Championship game finishes up on Sunday. But I'll say this. Bayley and or Ronda Rousey will return at the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
So Bayley's out with an injury, but there's been rumors she's going to come back. It's been about 6-7 months since her ACL tear. And according to OddsShark, she has the second best odds to win the Royal Rumble. And she hasn't even appeared on television in 6-7 months. Wow. And then Ronda Rousey has confirmed that she wants to come back to WWE. And it sounds like I wouldn't be surprised to make her another WrestleMania push with Becky or something. But I'll just say Bayley and or Ronda Rousey will return at the Royal Rumble.
Okay. I'm just looking at odds here just to see. I'm curious, are there any men's surprises to be on the lookout for? Like The Undertaker's done. He's not going to come back. But I don't know. There's no one on this list. This is the first time in probably the history of Write That Down where I'm not going to make a Royal Rumble prediction, boys.
I'm shocked.
I'm that bored with the WWE's horrible product.
I get it, man.
I will not dignify them with a Write
get
That
it.
Down prediction.
So are you going to
It's
watch
bad.
or are you not even going to watch it on Sunday?
I don't know. Depends on those football
Wow.
games are probably going to be done by the time Royal Rumble gets on, but I don't know.
They
We'll have to see. There might be an episode of Real Housewives or something that I want to watch instead.
This is a
Judd.
new Phil Mackey. I don't recognize you anymore.
No, if it was AEW, I'm all in.
for sure.
The number one
And-
wrestling promotion in the world.
Well, WWE kind of dropped the ball because they're typically really smart at planning the Royal Rumble on that bye week between title game Super Bowl. But now that the Super Bowl is later, I don't think they accounted for that because now
They
it's
did not.
literally stacking up against 2 of the biggest football games of the weekend. So another idea of the WWE dropping the ball. Come on,
Congratulations, WWE.
Write this down.
way to go,
Idiots.
Vince.
All right, write this down. I want this to be a home run, so hopefully this is. I think this is.
Okay.
I think the Chiefs are going to be a little hungover from just how epic that game was last Sunday night, and plus the Bengals get an extra day to prepare. So write this down. The Chiefs will win, but it will be a fourth quarter comeback victory for them.
Okay. You
So
had me going
I
for a
think
second.
Bengals get an extra day to prepare, day
Yeah.
to rest. Chiefs coming off, let's face it, probably the greatest game in NFL history. Just ridiculous. One of the top 10 games for sure. And I just think it's going to take them a minute to settle in, and Joe Burrow is going to come in, throw some haymakers. But the Chiefs will prevail. It'll be a fourth quarter comeback win for the Chiefs.
Okay. All right.
I thought you were going all in on that one.
Me too.
I thought so. It would be
I
fun,
thought you were going to be
but
like, they're going to be hungover and Joe Burrow's going to win.
could you guys envision a 49ers-Bengals Super Bowl for the third time in NFL history? I would be shocked if it happened, but Joe Burrow is so good.
Yeah, you know what? I'd be surprised by it, but I can see it.
No. The first 49ers-Bengals Super Bowl was in 1982, and it remains the highest-rated television program of all time.
Game played at
49% of American households.
I did not know that.
that game.
Game played at the Pontiac Silverdome.
Oof.
In the dead. It was the first time that they had the great idea for a cold weather Super Bowl, and they decided to go to the Detroit area.
Ugh.
Hope you enjoyed it all. Hope
I
that
learned
was
a lot
fun.
of stuff on this Write That Down episode. I didn't know any of these facts.
Yeah.
And then the second one was Minneapolis, right? Super Bowl 26.
Yep. 92.
Bills in Washington.
92, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, you get the education, you get the predictions, you get What more do you want? What more do you want here on the show?
Detroit should never get a Super Bowl.
Well, didn't they get another one?
They did. They should not have.
They've got
I saw
Detroit
Mina,
does not deserve Super Bowls.
I saw Mina Kimes clowning MSP Airport on Twitter last weekend.
Yeah, what's up? It's the best airport in the country.
I agree, because she said during Super Bowl weekend she had to run. And I will say this part is the only problem that's with MSP. If you have a connecting flight and you're on like gate G and you got to get to gate C, because it's like a U. You know, the airport's our MSP Airport Terminal 1's like a U. And if you're on gate G, which is all the way on the right side, and you have to go to C, that's all the way back on the left. That being said, there are so many airports that I loathe. Atlanta, Denver, those two come to mind. O'Hare is a nightmare.
Talk about
I just
a
flew out of there.
Nightmare. O'Hare is a awful airport.
Yeah. MSP is a top, legitimately a top 5 airport.
Dude, and you got that Ike's restaurant in the middle of the foyer. I mean, there's just like the food.
Love Mina Kimes and her football takes, but come on, Mina. Don't be slandering MSP Airport like that.
Hartsfield is awful. You're exactly right, Dex. The Atlanta airport is awful.
The worst. It's probably my least favorite. It's probably my least favorite airport.
And the best part, the smoking room. Literally, there's a smoking room, or it was, and I walked by it one time, and the doors opened, and like a wave of like yellow
like
smoke.
An action movie.
Yellow
dog
smoke,
comes walking out.
Yellow smoke. Yes, yellow like yellow emanated from. It was so disgusting. It's probably gone now. But
it has to be gone.
It's in the South, so they were not
Amazing.
going to get rid of smoking in 2005.
Amazing. Yeah, we're actually going to launch a new Airport Takes podcast here soon. 5 days a week starting in
podcast.
February.
It would get to
I would love that podcast.
Cedar Rapids Airport is clearly the best. No, I like Green Bay. That's a good connection airport.
Those of you write that down predictions here, Mackie and Judd. Tomorrow, Reckless Speculation Thursday with our friend Doogie. So definitely check us out for that. Please click subscribe on the Score North YouTube channel and the like button so we can spread the word about these predictions that are almost certainly going to be wrong. See you guys.